Hey guys, another WordPress malware protection tutorial. In this video, I'm going to share to you a code or a block of code that you can put it into your htaccess just to add an extra layer of protection into your one of the core files in WordPress. And we know that WordPress is very vulnerable to hacking, so we want to make sure that we are, putting or doing the best practices first, configuring the best practices or extra layer of protection before doing any extra like on-page optimization, marketing and stuff. Because once the malware, although malware can be cleaned immediately, but if you don't have maybe a tech person who hacked the malware, this will spread dramatically into your WordPress files and into your database. And then once Google or search engine fetch it or index it, you're going to be flagged into the search result, which could be which will kind of take time to gain back again your authority or the trust. So it's really important and kind of underrated actually, that most of the WordPress owners don't usually do, or probably they're just not aware with it. So I highly suggest that you do this kind of like protection before moving forward with all of your WordPress, like all WordPress plan, So anyway, back to the tutorial. This is a very simple code that you can put it into htaccess, and I'm also gonna try to explain it to you, like instead of just putting that code, I'll explain it to you how this works and how it can how it makes sense, like why you should be putting that. I'm going to also provide some sort of example of a website that doesn't have that filter into their htaccess versus on a website that has already an added protection. Okay, it's actually one of the documentation in the WordPress in here. It's really in the WordPress developer section, and they put it in here that securing your WP includes is one of the core folders in WordPress. They really suggest that you rewrite the files in the WP includes files, and actually not just the WP includes, but also there's also a WP admin includes. These are most of other than this one is basically a regex, but I'm going to explain it to you shortly. So I will copy this. It's basically, I'm going to copy this code, and then it says here that the security WP includes is a second layer of protection can be added where scripts are generally not intended to be accessed by any user. And one way to do that is you put this rewrite code. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and put it. It should be put outside the begin or end WordPress. So we can put it here, or we can also put it in here. Okay. So basically what it's saying in here is the info module mode rewrites is reading your PHP file if there's a rewrite, if there's a rewrite mode available. And then there's this in here, rewrite mode, it's turning on, obviously it turns on the rewrite mode. And then these are basically the path that we want to rewrite. So by default, I think by default is this accessible, but we're putting something in here saying FL or forbidden, so we are rewriting it to forbidden instead, making the files accessible. So basically what this means is we are changing, or we are rewriting the modes into forbidden. Okay, so you just save that, you just put this snippet of code into your htaccess outside the end begin modules, or outside the begin or end WordPress. And then I'm going to show it to you an example of a website that has this one added into their htaccess versus on a website that doesn't have this block of code added. Okay, just bring that. Okay, so one of the example, if you pull in, let me just pull back to, if you go into the WP includes here, we can grab any of the sample snippet of code in here, maybe this one, and then we'll put it in. This is actually my website. I'm gonna change this modes in here, but what it's basically, I'm gonna give you 3 samples. I'll just I'll just put a blurb because I don't really have permission to share this one. The other one is one of my company's website, one of the client's website, but I'll just share it to you. So this website has already a code added into htaccess, and you'll notice here it says forbidden. Okay, we are restricting any type of access to our WP includes, and this could really add extra layer when someone's trying to backdoor or inject a malicious files into your WordPress website. But it doesn't mean, by the way, it doesn't mean that if you added that code into your WordPress website, you won't gonna get attacked. It still depends, because there's different factors why a website get attacked. Maybe their plugins is accessible and rewritables, and it can be still hijacked. But adding this extra layer of protection will help you to rewrite or inject any malicious files into your WP includes. Okay, for example, this website again has already an htaccess in here. If you try to access any of the files inside the WP includes, and if we inspect the elements and go to the network, Control R, reload, abilities is 403. If you go into the headers section, you'll see that it is forbidden. Okay, which is good for an added extra layer of protection. The server or Apache is disallowing us to access this file, which is inside the WP includes. Now let's check other website. Now my website is returning a 404, which means not found. Okay, page not found. If I inspect the elements and then Control R and go into the abilities, we'll see here that there is a 404 or not found. So basically this doesn't mean that it's not accessible. We're just like the server, probably, I think I use CDN, I think I use Cloudflare on this website, but basically I did not add that code into my htaccess. Basically 404 can be still accessible, but it's just like kind of like hiding the files, these files, so it can be still accessible somewhat. It can be protected, but it's not really I would say a full protection. Okay, now let's jump into the third website, and I'm gonna inspect the elements and then network and Control R. So notice here it is 200, like the status is 200 error base at 200, so which means it is accessible publicly. Yeah, so this is more vulnerable compared to the two websites that I have shared with you. So that's really the difference between between not having this block of code versus putting it into your htaccess. I hope that helps, and let me know if you've already added this code into your WordPress website, or if you find this helpful or not. I'll happy to connect. And yeah, if you need any sort of help related to WordPress plugin customizations and such, let me know, comment